Hey guys, we're live here from Regina National Aboriginal Hockey Championships 2026. My name is Cal Arcana from the Muskeg Lake Cree Nation, helping out with IOPS here this week as we honor our young people that are come out to represent their province here at the National Aboriginal Hockey Championships. We'd like to acknowledge Chapways First Nation is our host here this weekend. We are at the Cooperators Arena as we wait for the teams to step onto the ice here. We got Team British Columbia taking on Team Ontario. We had a couple games here this morning. As we kicked it into gear here with IOPS, we'd like to thank as well our sponsors here this week that brought us to the National Aboriginal Hockey Championships. Great Buffalo Supplier. We got one of our organizers, Preston Henry, will be joining us here as well momentarily as he gets things set up. And here they are now is Team Ontario. Team Ontario, we have the rosters here in front of me. Number 16, Raiden Dockstader, Chippewas of Thames First Nation. Number 24 is Jake Bond, Mississauga First Nation. Landon Lake Rigo is number 13, Lac Seul First Nation. Long Lake, band number 58, First Nation is Lyndon Paquette, number 15. Number 7, Cade Metawabin, Moose Cree First Nation. Number 8 is the Chippewas of Thames First Nation's Ryder Dockstader. The Métis Nation of Ontario, number 9, Brody Latimer. Métis Nation of Ontario as well, number 17, Jackson Irvine. Ojibwe Nation of Sagin, Felix Sape. Couchouchung First Nation has a couple of young fellas, number 21, Anthony Yerksa and William Yerksa. Also number 15, Isaiah Perrott of the Oninda Nation of Thames. Number 27, Kane Styries, Tuscarora of Six Nations of Grand River. Landon Pickersgill, number 14, Whitefish River First Nation. And number 5, Jackson Cunningham Lukes of Michigan First Nation. Number 20, Louis Sturgeon, Chippewas of Thames First Nation. We're going to get things going here. We're going to go through the roster here of Team BC. Also Métis Nation of Ontario, Sebastian Shellafor. Malcolm Rose, number 30. And the Backdrop First Nation features number 29, Levi Inch. Team British Columbia is number 3, Trey Alphonse. Telatinox. Number 2 is Austin Archibald. Tamo Nation as things get started here. British Columbia wins the face-off here, but now in the BC zone. Testing it out early here is both teams after a good warm-up here from Team BC and Team Ontario. Back behind the net here, and now Team Ontario moves it to the neutral zone. Number 27 here moves things forward here for Ontario. That's Kane Styres. Back and forth we go here. Some early hitting on here as that one will go offside. We're here with one of our co-organizers here with Chapways First Nation, Preston Henry. How you doing, Preston?
Hey, Cal. Doing good. How you doing?
Been fairly busy down there, moving around, getting things organized here after a great opening ceremonies there yesterday. What's your thoughts here on day one?
Well, day one's going good so far. We a couple hiccups, but hey, that's expected. So we'll get them out of the way and resume with day one and move on.
We had a couple of good games here this morning. Nova Scotia, one-sided affair there with Manitoba, but a big game there with Saskatchewan. Eastern Door, a one-goal game. What's your thoughts on the boys from Saskatchewan?
Well, they're playing good. They got to stay out of the box. You know, a couple uncalled penalties that they don't need to take. So they're in tough tomorrow morning or sometime tomorrow against Team Manitoba. So hopefully they come to play.
So So you guys been setting up here for the last at least 6 or more months, getting ready for this national event, and it's coming together really good. How tough was it for you guys to pull your team together and get things organized here in Regina?
It was at the start. It was a little tough. You know, we had our troubles and whatnot, but you know, down the stretch in the last 6 months here, we had the nation come on board and stuff like that. So it's great. It was good. You know?
Right on. You know, they had a great showing down there at the FSINs. I know they won the senior contact. I believe the ladies won. So hockey is doing very well in the Ochapowace First Nations. We're honored to have you guys as our hosts here this year, 2026 National Aboriginal Hockey Championships.
Yes, that's you know, hockey's well alive on the Ochapowace Nation. I seen a post this morning on Facebook. What was it? Ochapa's dominating hockey, and the North's lucky that they don't play soccer. At the chuckle at that one, so that was a. So.
Yeah, that's the way she goes in Indian circles, eh?
That's
and
right, yeah.
I know they had a good game there with Beardies. They had a good game. Well, all around in all categories, you see which teams have been supporting hockey in that regard at our provincial championships, FSIN championships. So it was good to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back to the action here at the Cooperator Center here, back and forth as both teams feel each other out. We'll have 3 periods of stop time action. Welcome to those fans that are joining us online. IOPS, IOPPS, join in on YouTube and join in on Facebook. Share it with your friends and let's get everybody on board. For the fans at home that can't be here in Regina, you could join in live as we bring you up close and personal here at the National Aboriginal Hockey Championships. A few big hits here for Team BC as they find themselves more often than not in Ontario zone. Ontario now brings it out here. Now it gets swatted back down low as they'll have a quick line change on the side of Team BC. Number 19, Felix Sape, gets that puck out and now will play in the BC zone. They can control that puck, and now 14 will move it up here. Rylan Osmak. Osmak with a shot on that. Now one stopped by the Ontario goalkeeper. Number 29, Levi Inch. In the pipes here for Team Ontario. Still no score as Team BC has been putting some pressure on the goalkeeper from Team Ontario, more so than towards the BC goalkeeper, Sante Bove. Here they come now. Looks like it's Ontario's number 14. Landon Pickersgill gets over the line. They get stopped, and now once again, now it's number 21, Anthony Zirksa.
Oh.
That's what they used to call me when I had a stick in my hand, Cal Xerxes. There's another shot on net. That one's going to go up and out, and there goes another lucky souvenir here at the National Aboriginal Hockey Championships. All right, we're up to 115 viewers online as they keep on joining in here for this feature matchup of the afternoon, Ontario, British Columbia. Ontario moves the puck in the zone, and there's a shot on net, testing out the BC goalkeeper, Sante Bub. There's a shot on that. That one blocked by the defender, number 25, Jackson Cunningham Lukes. As he felt that one, and now a helmet is knocked off one of our defenders here for Team Ontario. That's number 21 as he'll go off the ice, Anthony Yerkza. Shot on that there, that one right point blank. Number 11, Maxim Lefebvre. Lefebvre. Number 29, the goalkeeper for Ontario. Point blank shot, Levi Inch. Stops that puck as you look on the replay. Ontario win that draw. And kept in their zone here by Team BC, and now out to the neutral zone as Ontario comes in. There's a shot on net. Now it's stopped once again by the goalkeeper, Sante Buff. Back and forth we go here on BC and Ontario. Shots about even here in this contest. Early on in the first period. Wrapped around the net here, number 24. Jake Bond. Another shot on net, doesn't get through. Back to the point. Ontario putting a lot of pressure here, and that one goes high and out of bounds above the net. Looked like a shot from Preston Henry back at the Tony Cody games when he was in his prime. Could not hit the net. Dumped back in the corner. Swatted around the net by Team BC as they finally get it out and release some pressure. They'll have a line change, and now Ontario will turn it around the other way. Number 25, Jackson Cunningham Lukes brings it out. Stretch pass here as number 7 will get tied up in the corner. Looks like we got a penalty coming. That'll be hooking. Number 21 is going to go to the sin bin. Wyatt Van Tokeren. Van Tongeren. He'll go to the box for 2 minutes here. Power play for Ontario. Face off deep in the BC zone. Ontario wins that draw. Now they're on the power play. Landon Pickersgill on the point here, setting it up from the point now. There's a shot, and another save, and another shot, and another save. Sante Bob keeping his hockey team in this one with 3 saves on the power kill. Pickersgill, a big part of this Ontario defense, continues to set up opportunities. See now finally Team BC has gotten it out. They'll have a line change. Ontario back in their zone. Here comes Pickersgill. Pickersgill will have a line change here as they throw that one deep in the BC zone. They'll manage to clear it out here. And that'll be played by the goalkeeper, Levi Inch, in the net here for Team Ontario. Ontario moving the puck well here, find himself in the zone, losing the handle. Number 16 takes it back there, Raiden Dockstader. Dockstader forcing it on the goalkeeper, another save. 33 seconds left in the power play. 12:30 on the clock here as Ontario has to regroup here on the power play. 5 on 4. There's number 16, another shot way above the net. Raiden Dockstader. Now number 7 there. Cade Metawabin. Metawabin setting it up here now back in front. Number 16, Dockstader. And Team BC managing to get it out. Now it is back to 5 on 5. Still 0-0. Great play by the goalkeeper from British Columbia, Sante Bove. Number 17 getting an opportunity to swallow that passery. But he misses the puck. The BC captain will go off for a line change there, number 17. Cash Passery. And now they'll have the puck in their own zone. Back to number 4, here the defenseman. Logan Beno. Ontario pressure here on BC as they have a hard time getting out of their own zone, but now find themselves down low in front of Team Ontario's goalkeeper. Another shot, that one wide of the net. Couple opportunities here for BC on 5-on-5 hockey after they killed that penalty on number 14. Rylan Osmack moving the puck around good. Our BC, a kick save there by the goalkeeper, Levi Inch. Halfway through the first here, even game with Team BC and Ontario. That one gets out of the zone there, and a big hit there by Ontario's number 21, Anthony Yerksa. Ontario brings it in here. Here's an opportunity for them, turning it around at the line. Number 2, Sebastian Selafor. That one goes in front, a couple broken sticks, a little bit of debris here in the Team BC zone. And now a foot race as number 9 wins that race. Matthias Holt gets it in front, but no shot. Back the other way and back and forth we go as the crowd here in the Cooperators Arena is coming alive with some great Indigenous hockey action at the National Aboriginal Hockey Championships. Another shot on net, that one just out of reach of the goalkeeper and wide. Team British Columbia putting some pressure on here and getting opportunities on net, but both goalkeepers playing stellar. Line change for Ontario. They get back on the ice just in time to stop that pass. And goalkeeper will cover that one up. Sante Bob. What do you say there, Preston?
Not too much. Just
stellar hockey here at the championships.
Enjoying some, yeah, absolutely. Both teams are come to play.
So you didn't play too much in your younger years there, Preston. I know I mentioned a little bit of action at the Tony Cody games. I remember you and I almost played against one another, but when I got on the ice, you got off the ice.
I don't agree with that. I believe the puck dropped at 6 p.m. and Henry was off the ice at 6:01.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, he was known for the Norton side of his family winning a lot of face-offs. Deep in Ontario's zone here now. That one comes up through the neutral zone. Number 24 with trying a toe drag. That one gets foiled there by number 22 from Team BC, Carson Wheeler. Ontario plays it up here. Pretty evenly matched game here at the National Championships. For those of you who just joined us, welcome to Regina. Number 13 of Ontario makes his move. Gets the puck across, but couldn't be picked up there by number 9, Brody Latimer. Back in the neutral zone, our Team BC. Assistant captain making his move there, number 12, Beckett Matlock. Matlock still out there, making some plays. Number 3, Philip Beadle. Moving the puck well, and now Ontario get the puck back. Team BC retreats here. Now they try a long stretch pass. That'll be knocked down low into the Ontario zone. There's number 21 once again. Wyatt Van Togren. Both teams having trouble making some plays here in each other's zone. Now we find ourselves back in Ontario zone. That one was a kind of a flutter puck, but again stopped by the goalkeeper Levi Inch, and we will have a face-off. 7:24 on the clock here at the Cooperators Arena in Regina. Treaty 4 territory. We welcome the many fans joining live, many here in attendance. And we appreciate the many fans that have come down to watch their young people from each respective province coming by for a spot to call themselves the 2026 national champions. Ontario now in their own zone. Back behind the net. Number 14, Landon Pickersgill, making his move. Got number 27 there for Ontario. Defenseman Kane Styries. And now BC moving it down into Ontario's zone here. Back and forth, having trouble with that second and third pass. Our team BC and not really organized in the Ontario zone, but now Ontario trying to set up shop here. Try to generate a shot. There's one now, that one tipped by number 16 in front, Raiden Dockstader. Just over the line, Dockstader's gonna have a line change. Weak pass in front. That one off the bar to the right side on a weak behind the back pass there by the BC defender. Almost cost them a goal. 6 minutes left here in the first. There's been end-to-end action as both teams feeling each other out. Opportunities on both sides of the ice. Ontario bringing it out. Quick move there by number 18, William Yerksa. There's a hit on the boards there by number 20, Louis Sturgeon. Haven't seen too much contact here in the game, a few hits here and there. And now Ontario putting pressure here, but Team BC will pick it up. Second man comes in, there's another shot. That one kicked aside as the goalie loses his goal stick. And now Ontario still with it. Goalie without a stick in net, put in front, but defenders tying up the player. And now the goalie, number 30, Sante Bob, will retrieve his stick. Back the other way are Team BC. 4:59 on the clock, last 5 minutes of stop time here in the first, still 0-0. Wrapped around the boards, Ontario. Flipping that puck forward. And picking it up himself is number 16, Dockstader. Back in front, number 24 having an opportunity there, Jake Bond. Another save by the goalkeeper. Sante Bob keeping his team in the game at 0-0. Number 22 throws that one across, but that one intercepted by Sebastian Chalafour. Ontario comes back again in another shot. I think Ontario must lead by a handful of shots in that department. But on the scoreboard, still 0-0. 4 minutes left here in the first period. Team BC not creating too much offense, but the goalkeeper doing his job and keeping this score at 0-0. The fleet footer now, Cade Metawabin gets it in the zone, but tied up on the boards by Landon Lake Rigo. Sutin Godfredson is number 7 there that got tied up on the boards. And now a little scrum in front here as both teams, emotions running high. 3:39 on the clock, still 0-0. Looks like penalties on both sides of the ice here for roughing. Number 12, Beckett Matlock. Maxim Lefebvre. And number 9 for Ontario, Brody Latimer. Face-off will be deep in the Ontario zone. And it looks like Preston's younger cousin will be dropping the puck this time. From Buffalo Narrows.
Mr. Cody Peterson.
Mr. Cody Peterson. Snow here in Regina today. Boy, this won't leave us, eh?
Yeah.
They say keep having those Indian tournaments. We'll keep throwing the snow down for you guys.
Yeah.
Here we go now. 5-on-5. That shot would have been right on net, but again, knocked aside by a defender. There's a big hit there by Team BC looks like number 21 throwing the body around. Wyatt Van Togren. Back around the net, picked up by number 5, Jace Parsons. And that will get out of the zone. The 27 picks that puck up. Kane Styrus. Now Ontario trying to set things up. That one tipped out there by number 21, Anthony Yerxa. I think icing is the call here, and we're going to take it all the way down the ice. Game story here so far. Goaltenders playing outstanding. Levi Inch and Sante Bove for Team BC.
I think it's Friday.
Oh, that one just on the left side of the goal there. Team BC almost tickling the twine at 2:49 of the first period. Time winding down. Under 3 minutes here in the first period. Back to the point. Keeping the puck in there is Team BC as they try to get on the scoreboard here. 5-on-5 hockey. Couple players in the penalty box. But still 5-on-5 on a coincidental penalties. That one will be covered up by the goalkeeper, Levi Inch. Coaching staff here for team of British Columbia. The head coach from Coquitlam, Métis Derry Menard as well. Port Coquitlam, Métis assistant coach, Dono Menard. From the Soyuz Indian Band, also assistant coach, Narcisse Baptiste. The manager from Chilliwack, Tana Muscle, and the trainer from Victoria and Alexander First Nations, Noelena Avdute. Wow, tough names there on the coaching staff of Team BC. BC trying to get the puck out to their zone here now in Ontario. Having trouble generating a shot on net. Still 0-0, number 7 high stepping around. That's number 7, Cade Metawabin. He gets a shot on net, but again, a stoppage by the goalie. Back in the Ontario zone. Just over a minute left here in stop time action in the first. 0-0 round robin auction early here on day 1 of the National Aboriginal Hockey Championships. Team BC moving the puck here in the neutral zone. They can't handle the pass. Number 15 regains possession of the puck and gets that to number 9, Matthias Holt. Another shot, but that goes off the skate of the Ontario defender. Now Ontario's turn with 38 seconds left on the clock. Still has the puck, tying up his man is the defender from Team British Columbia. Number 21 trying to make a move. He gets through here. Picked up by the D-man. That's going to be a penalty. And that'll be holding.
Is that a penalty?
That's a penalty there, Preston. Ontario will be shorthanded here. 20 seconds on the clock by number 20 here for holding. Louis Sturgeon from the Chippewas of Thames First Nation. That'll have been one of the better opportunities there as number 21 was high stepping across Lucas Prince with a good opportunity. And now they'll find themselves on the power play. Ontario, look at the speed of number 14, chasing that puck around the net. That's Landon Pickersgill. Time winding down, and they're going to hold on to that puck Minute 40 on the power play when we come back here for the second period. We're going to clean the ice and be right back here in Regina. It's the National Aboriginal Hockey Championships. All right, guys, we're back here for period number 2. Joining me, Ron Cody, the Gordon's Golden Hawks. As they also rebuilding this year. Seeing you guys down at the championships down there in Warman, brought to you by Lac La Ronge. I've been watching you guys, though, Ron. You guys been picking up your game there as far as the Golden Hawks usually coming to some of these tournaments. Not too many players, but bringing in some young guys now.
Yeah, we got a lot of young players this year. They're just starting out, getting experienced.
Back to the action here. The power play unit on here for Team BC. Oh. There's another shot on net and another stop by Levi Inch. Moving the puck well, our Team BC, number 18, Mason Patra. They keep that puck in here, but doesn't get through. And now we're going to have a line change. Deep in Ontario zone. Number 18 for Team BC is Rise Wilcox. All the way down here is Ontario trying to relieve the pressure put on here by Team BC. Still no score as we start the second. Ontario, number 13, plays it back to the defender. That's Landon Rego. And here they come now. Team BC. There's a shot on net and a backhand opportunity. Stopped by the goalkeeper, Levi Inch. Back to the point here. Kept in there by number 2, Austin Archibald. Archibald puts it down low here. Number 17, Teo Jackson. That one will go all the way around there on the shot by Jackson. It's stolen by Ontario forward on the forward check on a power kill. Now back to even strength. 5-on-5. As Ontario's number 26 slow to jump on the ice here. Dayton Boisino. That one goes out of bounds. And we will have a face-off. National Aboriginal Hockey Championships here in Regina, Saskatchewan. Share it out there, guys. IOPS on YouTube, IOPS on Facebook. 2026 edition of our National Aboriginal Hockey Championships. We'd like to thank our sponsors from IOPS, making it possible for all of us to be here. Gray Buffalo Supplier. We got William Poorman of Kwakatus on the camera as well. Funky Ray Pambrin enjoying some popcorn over there. Man, oh man. It's like that little GIF on Facebook there. Michael Jackson eating popcorn, but it's indigenous style. There it is. Yeah. Funky Ray. Part of the team here at IOPS this week. Tempers are getting a little heated here. 17:38 on the clock at the Cooperators Arena here in Regina. Treaty 4 territory. Deep in the Ontario zone for a face-off.
These games have been pretty physical, hey?
Yeah, it's been some good hard-hitting action here. These two teams, you know, Ontario and BC, pretty even. Pretty even on shots. Goaltending's been a big factor. Not as much hitting as the Saskatchewan game. Eastern Door, I'd say Eastern Door in the north probably put the most hits.
Yeah,
most shots on net was Saskatchewan. But most goals was Saskatchewan edging out 4-3, a really good game. Team BC walking in here, number 17, putting that behind her net. Cass Passery all the way around, and Team BC with a shot. That one kicked away by the defender, Landon Paquette. all the way down. We'll go here. 1 minute on the power play opportunity here. 5-on-4 action here. Ontario finding themselves on the short end of penalties. Team BC getting organized, trying to make something happen. They'll put it deep in the Ontario zone. Try to generate a shot, but they can't. Now it'll go into neutral zone. Number 16 here from Ontario brings it in, puts it on net. And that one stopped by the goalkeeper, Raiden Dockstader. Puts that one on Sante Bug. Here's the goalkeeper from Team BC. So some of these players born in 2008, 2009, and I'm looking at Team BC's roster. The only couple guys from 2010 is Austin Archibald, number 2. And number 7, Mason Putra. The Métis Nation of British Columbia. On the other side, we had a couple 2010s, Ryder Dockstader and Brody Latimer. I guess would be the young guys here on both sides of the ice. So this is under 18.
Yeah.
And the youngest probably being 16, 17?
They could go younger, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got a couple Thompson Blazers on here as well. Oh. Majority of the players from BC on the Thompson Blazers. And we got some AAA players. Sudbury Wolves. Landon Legrego of Mississauga First Nation. Toronto Red Wings under 16 AAA. Dockstader.
Oh, high hit there.
Back to even strength here from BC and Ontario. Both of them fighting for a net here. Ontario throwing the body here halfway through the second period. Number 7 throwing his body around. The big unit there from Ontario, Cade Metawabin. Metawabin there on the boards. Handling his man and getting some support there by the forward. Ontario picking up the pace here as far as body contact. There's another shot on net there, picked up by the goalkeeper from British Columbia. Cassius Ford. Or Sante Bov, rather. Sante Bov is the goalkeeper from BC. Cassius Ford is the backup keeper. Has yet to hit the ice here for British Columbia. Both goalies playing well here. 0-0, 14:45 on the clock. Team Ontario losing control of the puck here now, and BC trying to regain it, but Ontario does. Back and forth we go here in Regina. Another big hit there by Team Ontario is number 21, Anthony Yerksa. Knocks his man down. Back the other way now, BC looking for another opportunity. That one will sail and covered up safely by the goalkeeper from Ontario, Levi Inch. Most of the penalties here in the second period were from Ontario. Unfortunately, Team BC not able to capitalize on the power play. Still 0-0. 14:10 left on the clock. Ontario wins the face-off, and number 26 will throw that around the boards. Drayson Boiseno, or Drayan Boiseno. The most fans we had here today at the Cooperators Arena. Team Ontario, Team BC battling here. We also have one more game that's going live there. Sports fans that are joining us around on social media. Manitoba versus Alberta is the 7 o'clock game, and we will live stream that. Back behind the net here, BC now. Trying to create an opportunity, having trouble controlling the puck. Ontario has a shot in front. That one tipped just wide of the net. Big opportunity there, number 15, Landon Paquette got his stick on it, but couldn't score. Couple of players behind the play here. Nothing happening there. Number 21 from Team BC, Bradley Parkinson. And number 26, Drayan Boiseno, having some words. They'll break it up. They'll go off the ice. And we'll continue here in the BC zone for a face-off. Number 9 to take that draw. Brody Latimer, he'll lose that draw to number 21, Wyatt Van Togren. Puck is flipped up there. Another big hit here. Ontario with a little quick shot. Flipped over the goalkeeper and wide. Ontario putting some pressure on. There's another shot attempt. Stopped by the defender, number 5, Sante Bov. Jace Parsons, number 5, sorry. Bob, the goalkeeper. That one gets just out of the zone there. And Ontario continuing to throw the body here on Team BC. BC now finishing their hit. It's number 10, Bryce Egie. Over the line. Another big hit there by Ontario. Spins away. The forward from British Columbia. Number 17 plays that one back. Cash Passery. Now back behind the net, Sebastian Chelafor. There he is. Representing LFG hockey. His legs, baby. Back and forth we go here, 11:47 on the clock, still no score here. An east-west battle, Team Ontario, Team British Columbia. Evenly matched. Looking at the benches here, we have only one man standing in Team BC, and all of the Ontario boys on their feet as they continue to go back and forth here in Regina. That one just a little bit offside. Ontario has been putting majority of the hits here on BC, and it could be wearing them down just a bit here in the second.
Yeah, they look a little gassed down there.
They got a little bit of size edge, the boys from Ontario. But after a while, the continued body contact has to be wearing on the team of Team British Columbia. Puck thrown way down low here. Still no score on a very long period, it seems like, here in the second. Neutral zone here, picked up there by the defenseman from Team Ontario, number 25, Cunningham Lukes. That shot goes wide. And now the referee has his arm up, and there's a hooking call coming, and it's going to be against Team BC. Lucas Prince, I believe. Let me see. Number 18 from BC, Rise Wilcox. Once again, 5-on-4 here for Ontario. Taking the draw, number 17, Jackson Irvine. Irvine kicked out of the circle. Now it'll be number 18 to take the draw, William Yerksa. Yerksa will win that draw against Prince. Now here comes Ontario with some speed. Number 14 knocked down. Beckett Matlock all the way back here to Sante Bob, the goalkeeper. Will put a touch on that puck, and now they'll come out once again. Number 21, Lucas Prince. Prince now throws that one on net, and a stick on it there by number 20 of Ontario, Jacob Minabarian. Minabarian trying to bury it, but stopped there by the goalkeeper, Bub. That one kicked aside by the BC goaltender, Ontario's. Number 20, Louis Surgeon. Surgeon had a tip on that puck, but was knocked away by Bub. Here comes Ontario again. They got 48 seconds on the penalty. There's another opportunity shot, and that one is wide. Number 17, Jackson Irvine. Picked up again by Ontario, and the pass goes over the line. They'll regroup, and they're back in. Quick toe drag. Another penalty coming up here. It's going to be a hooking call on number 5 of British Columbia, Jace Parsons. Parsons will go to the box for hooking. 25 seconds on the last penalty. And now additional 2 minutes, 5-on-3. As Ontario puts on the power play unit. Back to the point, they win the draw. Number 15 at the top. Fanned on the puck there, 5-on-3 hockey. Lyndon Paquette is the defenseman, number 15 here for Ontario. Picked up by number 14, Landon Pickersgill. Pickersgill moving through the neutral zone. He'll bring it in. Back and forth they go. There's another shot, that one on the short side. Having a trouble hitting the net is the power play team from Ontario. 5-on-4 now as one penalty is killed off. Long pass here, number 18 from BC. He'll interrupt that pass and throw it back into Ontario's zone. He'll have a line change. Still on the power play are Ontario. They're having trouble setting it up. Back behind the net. Long stretch pass, and here they come now. Looks like number 24 finding some room. Puts a little flopper on net. That's safely kicked aside. And that was Jake Bond, number 24. Here they come again. 34 seconds in the power play. Ontario throwing it around. 5-on-4. There's number 27, Kane Stryers. Back behind the net is Ontario. Stryers at the point. Throws that one across. Back and forth. Number 9 here now with the puck. Brody Latimer. There's a shot. That one right on the goalkeeper. The helmet comes off there above number 30 from Team BC. And the BC drums are out as they acknowledge the stellar play of one Sante Bub. Looks like he's okay. Took a hard slap shot there. His puck got knocked off, I think, by the defenseman or the forward there, number 13. Graydon or Landon Lake Rego. So it wasn't the puck. And it looks like the power play is over. We'll wait for a puck drop, and it'll be 5-on-5. BC wins that draw. Number 2 brings it out there. Austin Archibald. Stopped by number 13. Landon Lake Rego behind the net. And that one covered up by the goalkeeper. 5-on-5 hockey with 7:35 here in Regina. National Aboriginal Hockey Championships. Championship finals will conclude here on May 9th, as this is day 1 of our championships here at the Cooperator Center. Again, we'd like to thank Chapways First Nation for hosting this national event. Preston Henry and his team, all the people involved from Chapways. They had the opening ceremonies here just yesterday, and now the games begin here on Monday. Another live stream game here coming at you just a little bit later. 7 o'clock, Manitoba taking on Alberta. Still no score here. Time winding down. 7 minutes left here in the second period. Goalkeeper of Ontario will cover that one up. Levi Inch. Right here. Lambton Junior Singh, under 16 AAA, is where Inch plays his hockey. He's from the Batchewana First Nation. And now Ontario brings it back over the line. There's another shot on net. That one kicked aside by Sante Bov. A big rebound. Let's see the replay of that one. Bov made the first stop. Here they come now on the replay. Pretty standard play here. Bov makes a big save there. Big rebound. That goes to number 2 on a huge rebound there. Bov kicked out. And number 2 capitalizing on that play. Sebastian Shellafor. From the Métis Nation of Ontario. Ridley College product. Finally, just under the 7-minute mark of this hockey game. Now 1-0 in favor of Ontario. They've had the majority of shots on net. And finally pays off there as they finally score one on goalkeeper Sante Bov. Face off one there by BC, and now they score. The captain. 1-1 hockey game. Team British Columbia. Not too many shots they had on net. They win the face-off here, which starts things off. That one tipped by the forward 18, and the captain will score, firing up his squad. Teo Jackson. The captain for British Columbia shows why he's the leader of this group. On a pass from number 18, Rise Wilcox. A tip pass. And now it is 1-1. Fans going wild here in the Cooperator Center, the biggest crowd we've seen here today. 1-1, 6:04 on the clock. Right on, brother. We got swag coming out here. Influence our identities. Right on, partner. Appreciate you. How you doing, my friend?
I'm good. Good.
Turn that one down. There you go. Now you're live here in Saskatoon. Tell us a little bit about the hats.
So we started a brand, just an influence brand that we, for young athletes. We have a few guys that are signed with us. Tristan Reynolds out of Toronto. He just won the GTHL with the Junior Canadians. My son Jacoby Charette played at BHA. He's kind of a brand ambassador.
All right on.
So we have an exclusivity of lines that we're doing, and you see the influence of our identities. It's something we started, and we're going to grow with it and see how it goes.
Right on.
We got an online presence on Instagram. I've actually donated a bunch of hats for some of the athletes for the MVP with
All
Preston.
right on.
So it's been
Good
good.
stuff. Got a good game happening here in BC once again into penalty box. They've taken a lot of penalties here in this hockey game. It's still 1-1. They got to kill off another minute and 24 seconds as tempers are flying here. An east-west battle. Ontario and BC. There we go. Now that people can see live. Any shout-outs?
Shout out to Sunchild Eagles. They won last night, U15.
All right. Where they play?
We played here at the Ascana Cup.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a tough battle yesterday. It was a lot of fun.
Pride was on the line at the Ascana Cup.
Yes.
Been a few years since I made it down here.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, I was going to come down to Ascana, but fortunately, same timing as FSI and the Treaty Provincials.
Well, I think that's a good thing for you, is to be busy, right?
That's right. That's right. I played a little summer hockey, so I'm in the Masters division.
Oh,
We'll
you're
just say
back.
that.
You're
We'll
back
just say
in.
that.
That's good.
Yeah. Ontario now with another minute of power play. They'll bring it over the line. 2-on-1 situation here. There's a shot on that. Fans on it. And the goaltender, Sante Bob. Team BC will cover that up. Again, these guys have been battling penalty issues here throughout this game with 4:57 on the clock. Still 1-1. I think most of the pressure, of course, not only on power play opportunities, but regular play 5-on-5. Ontario has been having the more shots on net. Draw deep in the BC zone, won by Ontario. Top of the circle here. There's a shot and another save by Bug.
Any up-and-coming players here for BC?
I'm looking at the rosters here. Here's BC's lineup. And, they got on both sides of the ice a lot of AAA. I see some Vancouver Northeast Chiefs.
Yeah.
The PJHL Chilliwack Jets there with Cassius Ford is the goalkeeper of.
Nice.
Yale Hockey Academy there with Jordan Puckering, number 4. And I don't know where these guys play, but he's from the Dog Rib Ray Band. Xander Zorn, number 22, Kelowna. Ontario moving the puck well here, late in the second. Stop time action of a game that will go 3 periods. BC will clear that puck out. 10 seconds left in the penalty. They're going to have a quick line change. And probably kill off this penalty. 2 seconds, 1, and now 5-on-5 once again. Look at this. BC picks up the puck, and now that one was just behind the forward. Number 8, high stepping across the center from Ontario. Ryder Dockstader. Dockstader, a lot of speed. He's had a few opportunities in this game. Both goalies playing well. Bob and also another goal here by Ontario as they continue to put the puck on the goalkeeper from British Columbia. Here's the replay now. Back to the point. There's a shot. That one goes off a shin guard. Knocked in front and then put away there by number 13 of Ontario. Landon Lake Regu, the Lake Saul First Nation product, plays hockey with the Sudbury Wolves under 18 AAA. 2-1 here for Ontario.
You do got a little chippiness there, hey? Off the draw.
Wow, the crowd is into it here in the Cooperator Center. On a close game here, 3:36 left in the second with 1 period to play. BC certainly not out of this one. The most opportunities again coming by way of Ontario, putting the puck on Sante Bob. And earlier in the first, a lot of body contact again by Ontario. And as you can look out there, you'll see most of the BC boys are sitting down. All of the Ontario boys are on their feet here. But BC not for lack of effort. They've been giving her every shift.
Keep the lactic acid there with the sitting, eh?
Yeah. Walking over the line, number 25, another shot on Bove and another save. Jackson Cunningham Lukes with an opportunity. It looks like these two guys are taking some exception here.
Boys are mixing it up.
The linesman in there as well. A couple big boys here. Number 25, Jackson Cunningham Lukes. Both of these guys are going to go to the penalty box. Number 18 from Team BC as well. Rise Wilcox. Couple of 6-footers, 6'2" is Wilcox. Face off here again in the BC zone. 5-on-5 hockey. 32 seconds on the clock, and we're going to break here for the third period. Something's going on down there with our scorekeepers. I think that's Ron Cody down there working off a fine option program, trying to get a few hours in at the National Championships, a former gold medal of this tournament. I'm just kidding. He's up here with us, but I got to give him a jab once in a while. Never been to jail in his life. Ron Cody, the former gold medalist. Made him blush up here in the IOPS booth. We're getting the score put back on here. The score's 2-1. We're getting some time added on here as some of our scorekeepers having a little trouble. Again, a capacity crowd here at the Cooperator Center. Biggest crowd of the day here for Ontario and BC. We got one more game coming at you there. People joining us online, share it away. Let's fill up our online people. Manitoba, Alberta game, 7 p.m. here in Regina. Join in on IOPS on YouTube, IOPS on Facebook. 2:45 on the clock. So a lot of time here, 5-on-5 action. I thought there was under a minute, but that was not the case. BC trying to get a goal back. Throwing it up the boards here. Oh, there's an opportunity for BC. A backhand and a save by the goalkeeper from Ontario. Levi Inch makes the save there as the forward, the assistant captain from BC, number 21, had an opportunity to tie this hockey game. Wyatt Van Togren. Van Togren got pulled down. I thought perhaps that could have been penalty shot opportunity. Got a young man joining us here. Jump in there, young fella. put this down right there. Tell us your name there, young fella.
My name is Jacoby Charette.
Jacoby Charette, where are you playing hockey?
Last year I played in Boston Hockey Academy.
Okay. How are you enjoying the hockey championships here in Regina?
It's sweet, you know. As a kid, I always wanted to be here, so hopefully next year or the year after that, you know, I'll be playing.
Right
But
on.
it's good to watch.
Yeah.
It's elite hockey. Some
You
of the
bet.
best
You bet.
in the country, for sure.
What do you think of the two teams we got out there? We got a power play opportunity here right now. 5-on-4 action for British Columbia.
Yeah.
A really fast-paced, good game here.
Yeah, British Columbia is definitely elite. You know, they're all good skaters. That's something that British Columbia definitely focuses on.
Yeah.
But Team Ontario is just their Team Ontario is Team Ontario.
Team Ontario's got some good size. They've been hitting a lot of
Yeah.
body here early in the game.
They're physical for sure.
So how do you find, like, when you're playing down, where you said you're playing?
Boston,
Boston.
Massachusetts.
Man, how is that?
It's great, you know. Oh, what
There's
a
another
save.
shot on net, but the stellar play of Levi Inch. You know any of these young fellas from BC?
I don't. I played in BC for a while there for a couple of years, but I don't. No.
And how old are you now, Jacoby?
I just turned 14. I was born in 2012.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll still have some time. Some of these guys, the younger players that are playing in this tournament, born in 2010,
Yeah, for sure. Those are the first years, huh?
like the goaltender, Levi Inch, Batchwana First Nation,
He's a 2010.
2010.
Yeah, that's sweet. Hopefully.
Young fella holding
Yeah.
his club in there right now.
Is he a first year or is he an underager still?
I'm thinking he must be a first year.
Yeah.
52 seconds on the clock, 35 seconds on the penalty here as BC is trying to tie up this hockey game. Ontario, a lot of energy. And they fight off this offense here from British Columbia. There's another shot, that one on the short side. Inch was there.
Wow, some big hits.
There's some big hits. Ontario's been leading the game in hits, but BC's been hanging in there as well. There's another shot on that. That one touched the glove of the goalkeeper, Inch. And there goes another lucky souvenir. We're here live in Regina. Jacoby Charette is my co-captain. Boston College. Is it Boston, Massachusetts? What's your guys' name?
Boston Hockey Academy Dukes.
Ah, okay.
Or you could just say Boston Dukes.
Boston Dukes, like put up your Dukes?
Dukes up.
Dukes up, let's go. And what's your First Nation, Boston, Jacoby?
I was. My nation is Mooseman, but I'm also Métis.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Puck wrapped around the boards here. Time winding down, under 10 seconds here.
Wow.
Penalty is fought off. Ontario trying to have a late shot with 3. That one
that's a
stopped by the
great
goalkeeper. And that's going to be it. Sante Bov holds it at 2-1. We got one more period. We're going to be right back here in Regina. Any last shout-outs there, Jacoby Charette?
Shout out Doris Charette. That's my
There you go. Your Cookham. Big shout out to Cookham. We're going to be right back here with third period. BC Ontario at the National Aboriginal Hockey Championships. All right, we're back here, guys, for the third period as Ontario takes to the ice here. BC have yet to come through the tunnel here. And we got close game here in Regina. For those of you joining us here live, send in some of your comments. I see Lenny McCollum is chiming in. He was helping us out there at Warman with the provincial championship. So hello there, Tansei Lenny. We got Team Ontario is on the ice here. The officials are on. We wait the arrival here of Team British Columbia. We had Jacoby Charette there joining us there, one of our up-and-coming young superstars of Indigenous hockey. Thanks for joining in there, Jacoby. He's playing his hockey down in Boston. So we wish you all the best there, partner. And he's taking in some of the hockey action here in Regina. We bring you the National Aboriginal Hockey Championships. We'd like to thank the Chapways First Nations for hosting here in Regina, Treaty 4 territory. We got one more game that we are going to live stream here today. We'd also like to acknowledge our sponsors here as part of IOPS. We have Grey Buffalo Supplier. So thank you, Grey Buffalo. These guys do lighting on reserve, all solar powered lighting. We have all the information out there on the IOPS page. Again, Grey Buffalo Suppliers. Check it out. First Nations owned and operated. 306-307-1513 is the number to call. We are IOPS. We're back to the action here on a very solid game here with Ontario and British Columbia. 2-1 in favor of Ontario. The BC boys are hanging in there. Ontario is throwing a lot of body here in the first, and midway through the second period, BC has been putting up a good fight here. They're only short one goal here to tie up this hockey game, and it's not for lack of effort. These guys have been playing really good. Both goaltenders on both sides have been playing outstanding. The goalkeeper for Ontario, Levi Inch, has been playing stellar as well. A goalkeeper on the other side is Sante Bove. We're going to get at her here as time winds down on our break. Period number 3. Team BC and Team Ontario. Team BC down a goal, looking to tie this matchup up. And the reason why they're in this game is because of the stellar play of their goaltender, Sante Bove. BC boys trying to get it in the zone. Ontario now with the puck in their own zone. Going across here now. Ontario, long stretch pass, finds number 17 walking in. That one will go over the net and safely away, keeping the score at 2-1. Jackson Irvine walks through middle of the BC zone there and has a shot on net, misses the net. Keeps this game at a score of 2-1. Now it's BC. Number 9 walking over the line there, Mateus Holt. Back in the corner, Holt still working it. Now back to the point. There's a shot on net, that one right on a goaltender. And the forward there, number 15, gets knocked down. Landon Pickersgill takes down the forward there for BC, Bradley Parkinson. Parkinson looking like he's going to take this draw. Good start to the third period here on both sides of the ice. And a great game here. Again, the biggest crowd of the afternoon here for British Columbia and Ontario matchup. Ontario with the puck. Having trouble getting it out. Now they will. Walking over the line there once again is number 14, Landon Pickersgill. Oh, a big hit there by Pickersgill. Takes down his man alongside the Ontario team box. Back to the point. BC trying to create some offense. Looking now here, 5-on-3. There's a shot from the point. That one just a little while. There's a rebound by number 15, Bradley Parkinson. Misses the net on the backhand. Couple of opportunities there for our team BC. Got some fans chiming in here online. A few of the Pickersgill fans chiming in here. Thank you for joining us. Here's another shot on it. That one kicked aside by the goaltender. Sante Bob with another save. Back and forth we go here, an east-west matchup. Ontario and BC. Back come Ontario. There's a shot. That one kicked aside by Bob once again. BC will play that one off the boards, and that one will go safely out of the zone. Number 26 moving the puck good here. Drayton Boiseno. That one will go to the length of the ice here. Bob to play the puck. And again, they'll throw it all the way down. That one should be icing, and it is. Face off deep in the BC zone, and that one won by BC. Around the net now. Defenseman number 26 for Team BC fails to get it out of the zone. Number 20 rather. That one, a shot from the point. Jordan Puckering, or Jacob Minibariat, was trying to get that puck out and couldn't. And finally, a shot from the point here as you look at the replay. Ontario moving the puck well. That one across. Here's the shot. I don't think he could see the puck very well there. He's trying to find a seam to look at, and that one finds the back of the net. Oh. 3-1 here for Ontario early in the third period. There's another opportunity there for BC. They shoot that one. That one hits a defender. Still with the puck here are BC. There's another shot. That one gloved down by the goalkeeper from Ontario. His tempers are flying in front of goalkeeper Levi Inch. Looks like a penalty forthcoming. Here's a linesman as one of the Ontario players heading towards the penalty box. Be number 27, Kane Stiers. He'll get 3 minutes for roughing, and that is the only penalty on the play. Pickersgill has some followers online. Louis Sturgeon as well. Louis Sturgeon is the man, it says. Thank you to those joining online here. We got 211 people joining on the live. Here's an opportunity for Ontario's number 17. There's a shot. That one hits the bar. Number 17 with a big opportunity to put it up by another goal on the power kill. Number 17, Jackson Irvine, hits the bar. Now at the point here, power play. British Columbia, that one on an ice level shot, kicked out by the goalkeeper, Levi Inch. Back around the net, BC. In their own zone, trying to make a play, trying to bring it out. Power play, 43 seconds left. Here come BC now. There's number 21, Wyatt Van Togren. Here's another shot by Ontario's forward, number 15, Landon Paquette. To no avail, back in the Ontario zone. Here comes a shot from number 12, Maxim Lefebvre. Lefebvre is stopped there again by the goalkeeper, Levi Inch, on a good opportunity by British Columbia. Face off here in the Ontario zone. Looks like the linesman's taking exception to something going on here. Taking the draw here, number 12 from BC. Maxim Lefebvre. He'll win that one. Here he comes now. Maxim over the line. Has a shot on that by the right side of the goalkeeper. Looks like the ref had enough of these guys. They're going to go to the box here as they were almost jousting there just by the blue line. That's BC's number 12. Beckett Matlock will go to the box. And I believe number 44, Isaiah Perrott, will go off as well. 5-on-5 hockey, 13:29 left here in the third period. Ontario gets it over the line. Number 13 walks in. There's a shot in that one on the short side and high. Landon Lake Rego with a good opportunity to help Ontario go up by one more goal, but misses the net. BC now brings it out. Quick hands here by number 9 all the way down. Finally gets stick checked there. Walks over by the hash marks. Looks like penalty forthcoming here. Number 9 taking exception to the hit there by the BC forward, Brody Latimer. And that's number 20. Jordan Jacob Minabariat will go to the box. .12:43 on the clock here at the Cooperators Arena in Regina. Team BC and Team Ontario. 3-1 in favor of Team Ontario. And now power play. All right, I'm not sure what the holdup is here. Waiting on our officials here. At any rate, it's a power play in favor of Ontario. All right, looks like they got it figured out here. A draw won by BC, but kept in by Ontario. Ontario on the power play. Puck's at the point here, defenseman. Number 20, leading the charge. Louis Sturgeon. There's a shot, now it goes off the shoulder of the goalkeeper. Sante Bove, another save. Not sure what the penalty was, but showing 3:37 on the penalty kill. Must have been a 4-minute penalty. Double minor. Louis Sturgeon now with the puck. He'll throw that one down low. Back to Sturgeon. Ontario setting up on the power kill. Goes over to number 17, Jackson Irvine. Now it'll get it out, but they'll still be in control of the puck. Sturgeon walks it in. Losing the handle there in the corner, but Ontario's still with it. Sturgeon behind the net. He'll throw that one up in front. That's Jackson Irvine. Irvine plays it across. Back to Jackson. Walks through. There's a shot and a stop by Dove. Sante Bove, another save here. Shot's being thrown here in front of the goalkeeper. Looks like he lost his stick there and hurt his hand on the play. As things get heated here between Ontario and BC. Bob looks to be okay in the net. No penalties forthcoming here on ice. Puck played out by BC and now picked up by a forward. That's number 15, Logan Burdott. Back the other way now, number 16, Doc Stater with it. Back and forth we go. Still on the power play is Ontario. 1:56 on the power play. 10:36 on the clock. BC setting up. Number 14 brings it in. Landon Pickersgill, a fan favorite online. Ontario brings it in the zone. Picked up by number 24 here of Ontario, Jake Bond. Pickersgill out there. Number 14 keeps it in the zone. Landon Pickersgill. What a play there by Pickersgill, given no opportunity on a 2-on-1 situation there. Sliding down and stopping the play is Pickersgill. Now back the other way, number 17 leading the charge here. Jackson Irvine. Still 52 seconds left in the power play here for Ontario. Couple of guys switch off here. The power kill for BC. Here comes Ontario's number 17, Jackson Irvine. And now number 20 makes his move, Louis Sturgeon. All the way down the other side, picked up by BC. Taking a hit is the defender. Now in the corner. Back to the point here. Jackson Irvine. Puck is cleared out there by number 2, Austin Archibald. Over the line now, Ontario coming in here. Still 4 seconds on the power play. Bob makes another save. 5-on-5 hockey is BC managing to kill a 4-minute penalty against Ontario. 3-1 hockey game, a lot of time on the clock here, stop time action here at the National Aboriginal Hockey Championships. Number 21, finding his room on the outside, and he scores on a backhand, one-handed shot. Anthony Yerxa. They tried to clear it out, picked up there by Yerxa. He used one arm to block the stick and a one-handed shovel back the net. Yerxa scores. Number 21, Anthony Yerxa. 4-1 here, Ontario. They killed off a 4-minute penalty, 5-on-5 action. There's another shot. Bub has faced a lot of shots here in this battle between Ontario and BC. Still in the BC zone. Now here's an opportunity for number 23. Looking, loses the handle and not getting a shot off. Here's the BC forward. Number 22, Carson Wheeler. Long pass there intended for number 9. Matthias Holt doesn't get there. Holt now picks it up. Throws it to his line mate. Pass in front, intercepted there by the Ontario defender. Now another shot, that one kicked aside. That one was from the point on the defenseman. Number 6 finds some room there. Cash Passery. All the way down now. Ontario. Back to the point, there's another shot, that one kicked aside by Bub. Ontario continues to fire. Bub with another save. Here comes Ontario. Slips it in front, tied up by his man, number 6, BC, Cash Passery. Looks like Passery's getting a gate here for holding. Doesn't agree with the official. And now Ontario will be back on the power play again. Puck draw there, won by Ontario. Now it's a foot race. And number 20 for Ontario, sliding and kicking, getting that puck out of harm's way. Louis Sturgeon. Looks like two boys are grabbing on here. The linesman in there to break it up. His tempers are flying here in Regina. Penalties forthcoming. Number 14 is going off the ice. Landon Pickersgill. BC's number 17 as well, Teo Jackson. And an extra penalty there for BC as well. Can't see the number up here. But for sure, Jackson off the ice. Couple of guys getting put off the ice here. Number 15 is now ejected as well. Number 26, I believe, of Ontario. Jason Bosno is now out of the game.